All right, hi Yogi Scholars, it's Kristen back with day 2 of week 3 of yoga. And so today's theme is going to focus around a quote from a man who has some really amazing things to say, and that's Muhammad Ali. And this is one of my favorites. I just actually found this one. There's one that I always knew that he said, "What you're thinking, you're becoming," which is awesome. I really like that quote. But this one I found, and I think it's even better. So he says, "Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they've been given than to explore the power that they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact. It is an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration. It's a dare. Impossible is potential. Impossible is temporary. Impossible is nothing." So I just think that that is an awesome quote. You can probably, I know you can Google it if you want to find out about this quote and about Muhammad Ali. And it boils down to this idea of boldness, right? A willingness to take risks and act innovatively with confidence. And so that's what we're going to be exploring today. And we're going to do a pose I've actually never done on video before. It's called side crow pose. And when you look at it, or when we first try to work it out, you might think to yourself, this is impossible. And it may not happen this very first class, but I promise you that if I can do it and if I can work toward it, you can too. All right. So side crow has a lot, or is a big twisting pose. So we're going to have about a 35 minute class with a lot of twists, getting our bodies ready, and then we're going to try on side crow. Before we get started, if you need to pause this and grab a couple of pillows, please do so. Anytime we practice these postures, and just full disclosure, I was practicing this before I started the video, and I totally fell. And so get a pillow, get 2 pillows, put it around you, because if you really do want to practice this, you want to be able to fall, and if you fall on your pillow, and it's okay. All right, so go ahead, pause this if you need to, grab a pillow. I'm assuming that you have one, so we'll get started. Come to a seated position, sitting crisscross. Roll your shoulders down and back, close your eyes. Take a big breath in and let it out. Just kind of ground yourself here. Who knows what was happening earlier in your day or what led you up to this moment, but right now, all that matters is this moment. Feel your hips sink into the floor. Feel your shoulders roll down away from your ears. Feel your breath as it fills up your body, and then feel it exit your body. Let's jump right in with a twist. Take your left hand over your knee. Take your right hand back behind you. Every time you breathe in, lengthen. And then as you breathe out, draw your belly in, squeeze your belly, and look over your shoulder twist. We're going to do that 3 times. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, squeeze your belly, look over your shoulder twist. Last one, breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, pull the belly in, make yourself twist a little bit more. And come back to center, right hand over your left knee, left hand back behind you. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, look over your shoulder. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, look over your shoulder. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, pull the belly in, look back behind you, twist. And untwist. All right, lie down on your backs. Straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, pull your knee in close. Then take your right hand over your knee, pull your knee across your body, look over your shoulder, twist. Keep the belly engaged, so pull it in tight. And let's do the other side. Extend your left leg. Pull the right knee in close. Keep the belly in. Keep pressing the lower back into the ground. And then take your left hand over your right knee. Pull your knee across your body over to the left as you look over your right shoulder. And come back to the center. Bring your knees into your chest. So we're going to start off with just a little bit of core work today on our backs here, warming our core up because side crow definitely calls for a lot of core strength. Pull your knees in close, rock gently side to side. You can either bend your knees on the ground if that's comfortable for you. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can extend the legs out, but if that hurts your lower back, then go back to the bent knees. Draw the belly in. Push the lower back to the ground as much as you can. We're going to roll up very, very slowly. Now, also too, the first time I ever did this, and I actually had a teacher instructing me how to do it, I could not do it. I fell back on my back. It takes a little bit of effort and a little bit of figuring out how you're supposed to do this. So stretch your arms up over your head. We're not going to use momentum. See if you can first just roll your head and shoulders up off the ground. Keep the lower belly in, and then see if you can slowly roll up and stretch over your legs. We're going to try that again. First time, I couldn't do it. Second time, I had to grab behind my legs in order to kind of get a little bit of help coming up. So if that's you, go ahead and grab behind your legs this time. We're also going to go get back into it the same way we went, or get out of it the same way we went into it. So now stretch your arms forward and then slowly lower down. Trying your best not to flop. All right, we're going to do that 2 more times. Ready? Try not to use momentum. Head and shoulders up off the mat. You should feel this in your belly. And then slowly come up and stretch forward. Last one. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down. Reset. Draw the belly in. Press the lower back down. Head and shoulders up off the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly roll up. And fold forward. All right. Core's a little bit warmed up and ready to go. Come back to a crisscross position, and then we're going to put our hands on the floor and lift our hips up for downward facing dog. So hands on the floor. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips up. Pedal your legs back and forth and back and forth. Take your right leg, lift it up high, and then step it forward. We're going to rise up to a crescent lunge. So crescent lunge, you're on your toes. And I'm going to face this way. Right leg forward, left leg back. You want to be able to see your toes in front of your knee, right? Stretch your arms up over your head. Now we're going to work this into a twist, right? This class is going to be heavy on twists. So take a breath in, breath out, stretch your right arm back behind you, stretch your left arm forward and twist. And slowly take your hand down to the floor, stretch your right arm up. And now see if you can slowly come back up again to that twist. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, hands on the mat. Step back to your downward facing dog. Now left leg's up high. Step it through. Rise up. Crescent lunge on this side. So remember, crescent lunge, your heel is off the floor. If you take too narrow of a stance, this never is going to happen. Too much on your knee. So really get a wide stance and make sure you can see your toes. Stretch your arms up over your head. Find one spot to focus on. And then we're going to work it into a twist. Big breath in. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Take a breath in. Breath out, right hand down inside your left foot. Stretch your left arm up. On your inhale, slowly come back up again. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, hands back on the mat. Step back into a downward facing dog. Pedal your legs right and left and right and left. Take another breath in. Breath out. Walk your feet to your hands. We're going to slowly roll up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll your shoulders down and back. We are going to do 2 balancing postures, both that focus on a twist. And we're going to try to hold them both without dropping the foot. So the first one we're going to do is extended leg raise pose. Shift your weight to your left leg, lift your right leg up, hold your knee. Contract this thigh, draw the belly in, lift up, and then take your left hand over your right knee, stretch your right arm back behind you. Bring it back to center, arms up over your head, balance here. Then take your right leg over for eagle pose, right arm under, make your beak this way, or remember you can also do it this way. Squeeze the thighs in, press the forearms in. Take a breath in, breath out, flap your wings, arms down. Other side, shift your weight to your right leg, left knee lifts up, hold the knee. Right hand over your knee, left hand back behind you, twist. Inhale, arms up, hold it there. Now left leg over your right leg, left arm under your right arm. Squeeze everything into the central line of your body, pull the belly in and lift the chest. And then flap your wings, arms up over your head, arms down by your side. Okay, let's get into the side crow. Grab a pillow. I'm going to get mine and put it down on the ground. So you're going to start for side crow pose, getting down into a squat. That's the first step. Here's the thing. These postures, they're never all or nothing. It's never 100% you can do it or 0% you can't. It's little by little by little that we get into it. I could not do side crow pose the first time I tried. And just like I told you, right before I did this video, I fell. And that's why we're having the pillow here. So don't get discouraged. It's about perseverance. It's about working toward a goal with boldness, right? Doing what you think might be impossible, and all of a sudden, it starts to become a possibility. So the first step to side crow is just being able to sit down in this squat. And you can see me from the side. My heels are up. This is hard enough as it is, and this may be where you're at today. You're just going to hold this squat. If you're doing that the entire time that I'm instructing for side crow, you're going to have some really strong legs, all right? So you start right here. Now for side crow, it's a twist, remember. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is take your arm over your knee, right? And this is a twist. Now, if you're choosing to stay here, you can bring your hands together in the center of your chest and then just work on twisting. I feel a huge stretch in this side of my body, and that's a really good thing as well. Also, too, remember from the lesson yesterday, if you need to take a break and sit down and then get back into it, please do so, because I know my legs are already feeling a little bit tired. So first, we're just going to work into the twist. So press your elbow into your leg and really see if you can lengthen up and twist. If you have that, the first step to side crow, notice I am going to put my pillow right here, okay? The first step to side crow, elbow over your knee, and then this elbow is going to go toward my hip. So if you can't get that, it's a big twist and a lot of flexibility, right? If you're not there today, this is what you're working on, is simply getting your body to twist in this direction, which is a feat in and of itself. So it may be that you're hanging out here today. If you have this and you're like, no, I got it. My elbow touches my hip. My left elbow touches my knee. Then you're going to slowly work on bringing your hands to the ground and shifting your weight, just like that. And this is like step, 4 or 5 or something like that. And so you might just want to be staying here today, working on getting that twist, working on getting your hands on the ground. If you've got all of that, make sure you have your pillow. And then I'll show you from the side. This way you can see it a little bit better. The elbow is going to become a shelf. And then you slowly, your toes float up off the ground. And see how close my face is to the pillow? If I fall, it doesn't feel so bad. And that's side crow on one side. So if you need to pause this right now because you're a little bit tired, I know I am, I'm going to shake my legs out, and take a break, grab a sip of water, and then come back. But you got to come back because you can't do it on one side and not try it on the other. And chances are, for some people, they try it on one side and it's no good. And then they try it on the other side, and that's their good side. So you have to figure out, you start to find out that maybe one side is easier, one side is a little bit more difficult. All right, I talked enough, a little bit of a break. Come back to your squat. Now again, it may be that you're just working on squatting here today. Awesome. Little by little, you get there. Move your pillow. Then we're going to work on the twist. So you're going to take your elbow over. First, just bring your hands together in the center of your chest and really press the elbow into the knee, and you'll feel more of a twist. So I already can tell I was tighter on the last side than I am on this side. I don't feel as much of a twist on this side. You are welcome to hang out here or see if you can start to get the placement of the elbows. One elbow on the knee, one elbow on the hip. If you're not there, you're working on it, right? Just working into the twist. With your elbows touching your hip and your knee, then you're going to work on bringing your hands to the ground, right? And then little by little, maybe you just rock back and forth and back and forth, getting over the mental hurdle, because a lot of these postures are mental, right? Getting out of that fear zone. And then one day, you slowly shift your weight into your hands and balance. And then here again, my pillow is here. If I need to fall, I can fall. And come on back out. That was a really tough one. Feel free to use these videos again and again if you want to work on your side pro. It's a really fun one to do. You have the added help of having both elbows resting on parts of your body to help keep you up. So as long as you can get that twist, you can very slowly work on shifting that weight distribution. That was kind of obviously our peak pose today. So good work, guys. All right, come back to a crisscross position. Roll your shoulders down and back, and we're just going to do some light breathing before we go into the rest of our stretching. So take your right hand back behind you. Inhale up, and then exhale, switch sides. Inhale up, exhale, come down. Inhale up, exhale, switch. Inhale, and exhale, release, arms down. Okay, let's lie down on our backs. If you want to go there with a little bit of work, stretch your arms and slowly lower all the way down. Walk your feet in close to your body, feet hip-width distance apart, arms down by your side. Pull the belly in, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up. If you want to walk your hands underneath your body, do so. Make a fist to lift your hips up higher. Relax your neck. You can close your eyes here if you like. And then we're going to make this into walking glute bridges, all right? If you try this and it doesn't feel good, you can just stay in the bridge pose. See if you can lift your left knee up. Bring it down, right knee up. Keep the hips up as you do this. We'll count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock gently side to side. Close your eyes. Slowly roll up. Boat pose, because we always have to do boat pose. Remember, if you need to take a break in these, feel free to take a break. You can also take a break by putting your hands underneath your knees. Roll your shoulders back, spine nice and long. Find one spot to focus on. Lift one leg up. Lift the other leg up. If you can straighten your legs, go for it. I'm kind of almost there a little bit. I'm still working on it. And hold this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax back down. Sit back down. Bring your left foot inside your right thigh and stretch your right leg out in front of you. First, we're going to do the traditional stretch. Keep your foot flexed. Keep your spine nice and long. And begin to walk your way down toward your foot. If you're nowhere near your foot, especially if you're an athlete or a lot of kids have tight hamstrings, which is what we're working here, you just do the best that you can. But recognize that your breath can affect how you feel in this posture. So every time you breathe in, lift your chest. But every time you breathe out, see if you can fold a little bit deeper. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let your head relax. Take your right hand inside your leg. Stretch your left arm up and over. A nice little side stretch after we did all those twisting poses. And then slowly come back up. Bring the knee up toward the chest. Extend the leg out in front of you. Take your right elbow over your left knee. Take your left leg back behind you. Breathe in, lengthen up. Breathe out, look over your shoulder, twist. Other side. Left leg out. Right foot in. Spine nice and long. Flex that foot. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, fold. Let your head relax. Think about pulling your chest towards your toes. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out and fold. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out and fold. Left hand inside the foot, right arm up and over. Feel that nice stretch on the side of your body. And slowly come back up. Bend the knee into the chest. Take your left hand over your knee. Right hand back behind you. Big breath to stretch out. Breathe out. Look over your shoulder twist. Breathe in. Lengthen up. Breathe out. Look over your shoulder twist. And untwist. Lie back down on your backs. We're just going to start the same way, or end the same way that we started. So roll back slowly. Extend the right leg. Bend the left knee. Pull the knee in close. Keep your shoulders relaxed, pulled, drawn up toward the ground. Pull with your arms. Then please take your right hand over your left knee. Pull your knee across your body. Look over your shoulder. Slowly back to center, switch sides. Left leg down, right knee up, pull the knee down. Do a little body scan again, see if you're holding tension anywhere. Anywhere that's not necessary, there's obviously going to be some tension here as you pull. Left hand over your right knee, stretch your right arm to the right. Look over your right shoulder. And now bring both knees into your chest. Rock gently side to side, close your eyes. Take a big breath in. As you do so, curl your head up off of the floor to create some tension in your body. So clench your jaw, curl your toes, scrunch up your face, hold your breath for 3, for 2, for 1, and then gently relax, legs down and arms down. Walk your shoulders down away from your ears. Have your palms facing up if that feels okay on your shoulders. I like to actually touch my thumbs to the ground and then just relax from there. If you want to open your legs a little wider, feel free to open your legs a little wider and shake them out a little bit. Here again, do another body scan. Are your shoulders and neck and jaw relaxed? Are your hips relaxed? Are your legs relaxed? Every time you exhale, think about relaxing another part of your body. As you settle in here, keep your eyes closed. And envision for yourself a little ball of light nestled into your chest. And that little ball of light is warm and happy, and it's everything that's good in the world and everything that's good in you. And take a big breath in and fill up your body with all that light and goodness. And then breathe out. And imagine that little ball of light has now gotten bigger. And it's expanded over your whole chest. And take a big breath in. Fill your body up with all that warmth. And exhale. And imagine that ball of light is now surrounding your entire body. And breathe in all of that goodness and warmth. And then breathe out. And now that ball of light is all over your entire household. It's touching everyone that you love. And breathe in. And breathe out. And that ball of goodness now is surrounding our entire city. And breathe in. Breathe out. And imagine that ball of light and love and warmth and goodness is now over our entire country. And a big breath in. Fill up your body. And breathe out. And imagine that light is now over our entire world. Slowly stretch your arms up over your head like you're waking up. Maybe you go from one side and then to another. And then you can roll up to a crisscross again. All right, so yesterday, the last video, I forgot to give you your homework. And so for this one, it's going to be twofold. So yesterday, if you remember, the theme was resiliency, falling out and getting back in. And then today's theme was boldness, or doing what you don't think could be possible to do. And so that's why Side Pro was in here. And so I know that last week Leafy gave you a little bit of journaling, and that's going to continue then for this week as well. And so anything that you can write down on, it doesn't have to be a journal, a piece of paper, or whatever. But I'd just like to explore two things. A time when you thought you couldn't do something, or you failed at it, and then you tried it again. And then something that you think is impossible to achieve. Something that you would love to achieve, but you think might be impossible to achieve. So I want you to think about that, mull it over, write some thoughts down. We're going to be meeting Thursday virtually, right, in our meetup, and so we can share those things that you've written down Thursday at 1 o'clock. Don't forget to fill out your exit form for this, and just have a wonderful day today. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos and doing your homework. I look forward to seeing you and hearing from you on Thursday, and I will see you next time. Hands together in the center of your chest. Big breath in. Let it out. All that is good within me honors and is grateful for all that is good within you. Namaste. See you next time.